There's a question that I get asked way too often, and I'm here to answer that today.
Are you friends with everyone in Vibe?
Where's BDE? Have you seen BDE?
Yo, where's BDE? Is your mustache real?
Hey Brent, when are you gonna make an OnlyFans?
Where's Brandon?
Where's Brandon? Where's your footage from the vlog?
Are you and BDE really friends?
When's Vibe gonna post another video?
It's been 7 years since Vibe's posted.
Great question, little buddy. I'm here to answer that for you. Today, I'm gonna be showing you my side of BDE's vlogs. I'm gonna be showing you my point of view from SummerSlam, from WrestleMania, oh and yes, the Royal Rumble. So as you all know, Brandon and I sat ringside for Royal Rumble, so that means we were part of the Priority Pass package, which also included a free meal, photo ops with a couple of wrestlers. I think it was The New Day, Liv Morgan, and Sonya Deville. And we also got some pretty sweet swag. We got Royal Rumble Priority Pass hat. We got a Royal Rumble Priority Pass beanie, which I think is actually pretty dope. And we also got, so when we were sitting in the crowd, this was really cool to me, and this shirt means a lot to me now. I received this t-shirt from a camera guy, and the camera guy came up to Brandon and I and ended up handing us this t-shirt right here that is black light activated. And you guys can already tell, this is a Bray Wyatt t-shirt that we were supposed to wear for the Pitch Black match. And it's so surreal to think that I was there for Bray Wyatt's last match. I can't even get the words out. It just blows my mind that I was there for Bray Wyatt's last match ever. I was in person. I had probably one of the best seats in the house because they did a spot literally right next to us. LA Knight, yeah, and Bray Wyatt, rest in peace. It just blows my mind that I got to be there in person that close to see that amazing moment. Shout out Bray Wyatt, RIP. I will keep this shirt. I will cherish this shirt forever. I love you and I miss you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for everything you did for the wrestling community. Now, I know it's going to break all your guys' heart. I have a bit of sad news. I couldn't find the Royal Rumble t-shirt that Brandon and I was wearing. The red swaggy shirt that looks like Thing 1 and Thing 2. I couldn't find it. I hope to find it one day. I'm so sorry. Cue the... The reason I decided to throw on a little WWE 2K23 merchandise is because, coincidentally enough, at the Royal Rumble, all the Vibe guys were there, getting a little bit of the exclusive gameplay alongside your favorite WWE superstars, such as Drew McIntyre, Xavier Woods, I think Kofi Kingston was there, Big E was there, that was really cool, Seth Rollins, and even Omos's big ass was there, so that was really cool to be a part of. Granted, I was the cameraman for the events, I didn't get to really actually, play the game a whole lot, but the food was great, and the vibes were fire. So shout out to 2K for letting me be a part of that event, even though I was just behind the camera and I was just being a really awkward little boy. So thank you guys for that. And alongside that, I did meet a lot of cool people, a lot of cool content creators. I met a lot of my favorite people for the very first time there, and I'm very grateful that I got to be a part of that. So thank you, Brandon. Thank you, everybody who allowed me to be there. So I'm very grateful for that opportunity, and I look forward to being at many more of those. And we also got a little bit of a Royal Rumble piece of the canvas, which I think is really cool. I don't know if this is actually a piece of the canvas, but I like to think that, and I'm going to tell all my friends that so I can flex on them. Hey, I have a piece of the canvas of the Royal Rumble, so suck it. And also back here, I'm not really going to pull it out here because I never really pull out. Nice. I have a Royal Rumble chair. That's probably one of my favorite chairs of all time. The design on it is chef's kiss. The one piece from the Royal Rumble that I will cherish for a lifetime, and you guys have already seen me wear in a Vibe video. This silly little hat right here. Now this hat, I've been told it's about chasing that money. As you can see, a guy chasing it. It looks like money. This hat was given to me by somebody that you guys might be familiar with. His name is MVP.
I'm coming!
Ballin'! Yes, that MVP. Brandon and I were so tired, but we were invited out to drinks, and I didn't think that we would be drinking in a bar full of superstars. We pull up to the bar, not even thinking anything of it. MVP is motioning us over. We have a nice little chat. He orders me a drink. MVP, you're a legend for that. I want to say so many cuss words right now because I'm so excited about that. But anyways, this hat right here, he gave it to me, looked me dead in the eyes and said, hey, don't be afraid to chase that money. And I said, okay, MVP. He said, you like hats? I said, yeah. He said, you want this one? I said, yes. Took it home. Never took it off. I wear this hat with pride, man. So thank you, MVP, and shout out to you, bro. Like that's why this silly little hat right here means the world to me, and I wear it as often as I can, because shout out to MVP, man. This hat, it might not mean much to most, but it means a great deal to me because I always think back to that great moment with MVP. So shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much, man. And I also like to throw in a little sidebar to every single superstar that I got a chance to talk to and who was really nice to me. So shout out Angelo Dawkins. I love you, man. Fellow Ohio boy. You're my boy. Thank you for having the opportunity to talk to me. I really do appreciate you for letting a guy like me just have a great conversation with you. So Angelo Dawkins, thank you for letting me have the opportunity to talk to you. And I'd also like to shout out Sheamus. It was his birthday, and I went up to him, and he hit me with the fella, and yeah, that was a great moment. We also got a picture with Kevin Owens. That was really dope because he was just in the main event that night and he didn't have to do that. So shout out Kevin Owens for that. You know what was really amazing? The fact that we were put on Cody Rhodes' documentary. If you go to like an hour and some change on that documentary towards the end, there's a little snippet of Brandon and I on the documentary. That meant so much to be able to just have people tag us on social media. I didn't even know till somebody posted like on social media. I haven't even watched the documentary yet. And then somebody on social media just goes, "Hey, you and BDE are on the documentary." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? What?" And then I sit down and I watch it with my girlfriend, and sure enough, Brandon and I are on Cody Rhodes' documentary. So shout out to that. Shout out to the documentary team. It's an honor to be a part of that documentary. And Cody Rhodes, I want you to know that we're going to use that little snippet in your documentary for a future rival match that we're going to have at WrestleMania. Keep that in mind, buddy.
I have to finish
Brent Oakley.
Also, another amazing moment that happened due to being at the Rumble. Brandon and I got on TV. I know you guys already seen it, but I'm going to bring it up. It's just unreal. We got our moment on TV. We got our 5 seconds of fame. Sure enough, when Montez Ford has his entrance, you see Brandon and I just being idiotic as hell because the cameraman was 2 feet and we saw it aiming at us. So I was like, let's just start. I broke out the whitest boy dance move I could think of, and sure enough, we got on TV, and I think that was just a very awesome moment as well. Also, shout out to our boy Michael Munchies for always being at the pay-per-view somehow, and always being there to be a freaking dog, man. Hey, shout out to you, Michael. You're the man. My life felt like a movie. When I got back to Ohio, every single person kept calling me Rumble Boy, and I had one of the biggest matches of my career to date at a promotion called FGW. I'm walking around, they're all like, "Oh, you're on TV, how'd it go, how'd it go, how'd it go?" I'm on cloud 9, right? That night is considered their WrestleMania night, right? We win our first ever title ever in our careers. Especially for me, like, this was my first ever title I've ever, like, legitimately won and held as a professional wrestler. And going from being front row of the Royal Rumble, carrying over into that moment, and having Ace Austin being there in that ring celebrating with us, I was on absolute cloud 9 from that little stretch of time. So I'm incredibly grateful for that moment and all the moments that followed. So thank you, everybody. So for WrestleMania, we didn't necessarily get the priority pass like we got at the Royal Rumble, but SeatGeek hooked us up with amazing floor seats, and I could never thank SeatGeek enough for making my childhood dreams come true. So as you guys can tell, I'm rocking this super sick bucket hat. I had to cop one of these bad boys. I ended up also getting myself a little WrestleMania I was there t-shirt. Sweet. Got one of those. If you guys don't know, you guys are gonna know now. I am a Los Angeles Chargers fan, and they had this Los Angeles Charger inspired getup, and had to cop that. And since this was my first ever WrestleMania I've ever been to, I had to keep all the nice bracelets they gave us, especially for our floor seating. And I also bought a little bit of WrestleMania I Was There bracelets to wear on my wrist. I'm currently wearing the yellow one right now on my wrist. We went to NXT Stand and Deliver. Creed Brothers! Shout out the Creed Brothers. Thanks for the free towel, you big bat. You know I had to acknowledge my tribal chief and get that gold wrist, baby. Mwah. Acknowledge him for 1,000,000 days! I already wear enough fanny packs as it is, but what was super significant about me getting that fanny pack is when we were at TSA on the way, bars, we're on the way through TSA. Okay, I'm just gonna keep saying it like that. When we were in TSA, my fanny pack that I had on currently got snapped through the conveyor belt, and I had no fanny pack for the beginning of the California trip. So I was very, very bummed out. This is my first time in Los Angeles. I wanted to rock a fanny pack. So I was like, let me check the WWE shop. I walk around the Superstore. Oh my goodness gracious, they had a WrestleMania fanny pack. It came home with me. Hey, as you can see, that hat I was talking about that MVP gave me, Look at it on my head. I'm so happy and so proud of it.
Think you're gonna win?
I know I'm gonna win. I'm feeling really confident, man.
Yes,
I'm excited, man. Vibes are high.
Yes, sir.
Vibes, yes, sir. This blew my breath away.
We were.
Yo, shout out to SeatGeek for coming.
Shout out SeatGeek, man. Can I just say, shooting this SeatGeek ad with Brandon was the funniest shit of all time. There were fans trying to get like photos in front of the SoFi Stadium, that font right there. There were so many like kids and like families were just trying to get like innocent pictures. We're over here shooting a SeatGeek ad. It is the funniest shit. Like, look, for instance, watch, hold on. When it goes to Brent, this shit was so funny. I was like, hey, why don't you sit inside that D right there, big dog? You big D having mouth. And like, I was just like, let's see if it goes. And it ended up working out. It looked pretty cool. We got a good shot out of it. We were late because the Uber ride was super long to get there. I think it was like an hour and a half, maybe just like an hour-long Uber drive that we had to get to the actual stadium. And then once we got there, homie was so confused where to drop us off. So we were like, okay, you just let us out here. Like, you can just let us out. And he was like, okay. Like, he was like scared to let us out. We're like, no, just let us out now. Like, we got to go. We get out of the Uber. We had to cross a couple of roads, walk a long-ass parking lot, and then where you see us right here, we had to go around the stadium. Like, we were here, and we had to go all the way around back. So we just were, I swear to God, I was running a 40 time. I was running a 4.440 right there. I was sprinting my ass off. We ended up running a pretty good distance, as you can tell. Yep. It literally perfectly portrays what we did. So, oh, actually, this is perfect right here. So we had to go from right here through this, around this, right here. That's where we had to end up running from. So we ran from here to here. That was a fantastic run. So fun. So fun. So fun at SoFi.
Come on, give me the American Nightmare.
We gotta talk about the greatest comeback in the history of professional wrestling. And no, I'm not talking about anything that happened inside the squared circle. I'm talking about when I came back in the predictions. I was down 8-6. 8-6 with only 3 matches left. I had to get them all correct, and Brandon had to miss every single match. He could not tie with me. So I went against my gut. My gut was literally what Brandon was thinking. Besides the last match, I knew Roman was going to win that. Acknowledge your tribal chief, please. I chose Bianca instead of Asuka because I truly thought Asuka was going to win. I chose Edge instead of the Demon Finn Balor because I truly thought he was going to win. Edge took the dub. And then we come down 8-8 in the final match. And I'm sitting here grinning because I'm looking at Brandon. He doesn't even understand. Roman Reigns is going to win this match. And guess what happened? Roman Reigns won the damn match. It was truly incredible to not only have Roman Reigns retain, but to have the greatest comeback in professional wrestling history, baby. I absolutely loved this entrance, especially because I turned immediately to Brandon and I said, dude, Dom looks just like his dad with the mask. And I love it. I think Dom should wear a mask down the line because holy hell, he looks great, bro. Like, he looks good in a mask, man. So I just want to bring up this moment because that was something I looked at Brand and said, dude, he needs to do this more often. When we are on our final flight, flying in to Los Angeles, right? We're sitting across a group of kids. And I could tell by the royal blue shirts that they're Make-A-Wish kids. I'm like, oh, that's awesome, right? You guys seem to know where I'm going with this. As soon as we get off the plane, a lady goes, excuse me. You know, this kid wants a picture with you. He said he knows who you are. And he's like, what's up, Brand? He's zapping him up. Cutest moment of all time. They get a picture together. It's fantastic. Said hi to him, like high-fived him, everything like that. It was an amazing moment, right? Fast forward to WrestleMania. John Cena has Make-A-Wish kids on the stage. Brandon looks at me, and I look at him, and he's like, yo, that's the kid I took a picture with. On the stage with John Cena! Like, what the hell? Like, what are the odds? Like, he said he was going to be at WrestleMania, right? Because, like, you know, we talked about it at the airport. We didn't know you was going to be on stage with John Cena. We didn't know you was going to be in WrestleMania. Homie, you could have told us that. He was on stage at WrestleMania with John Cena. That is so cool. And the fact that we just got to talk to him, it was just amazing. And it was just like one of those like small world moments. Brandon and I looked at each other like, what the hell are the odds? So that was a really cool story that I had to share with you guys. And I also would like to bring up that we went to NXT Stand and Deliver the night before WrestleMania. That was a great show. Not a whole lot of footage I can share with you guys, maybe just a clip or two. All in all, it was fantastic to see my wrestling uncle, Wesley. I loved seeing him out there and retaining that title. You dog, you stud. Anyways. Hey, let's go, uncle. Let's go, baby. I'd also like to address Raw After Mania. I've been hyped up about Raw After Mania my entire life, ever since it became like a really big deal. Then I went to Raw after WrestleMania, and it was probably one of the worst ones ever. To be honest though, being there, it was a really cool experience, but Los Angeles crowd, for some reason, it was just like, it was very It was just a very meh Raw in general, though. It was just like a couple of weird squash matches. You know, just Raw After Mania was just, you know, this clip sums up Raw After WrestleMania. Now we're moving on to SummerSlam, and SummerSlam was truly the party of the summer. Going to Detroit and experiencing that for the first time was incredible. I'm going to show you guys what I got at SummerSlam. So at SummerSlam, I got this dope-ass chair. Look at the detail on this chair. Ready? Sheesh. That's easily one of my favorite chairs. That and the Royal Rumble chairs are truly incredible. I love those chairs. And my incredible fiance got me this amazing fanny pack. Look how cool it is, man. The strap and everything is absolutely fire. Hey, yo, shout out to you, Allie. I appreciate you. There are also various things that we brought back from Detroit that I can't bring up on this camera.
All we need is a bag of weed to make us wanna cheer.
I'm very upset that Brandon cut this part because I looked right, because he kept filming. I looked right at the camera. I looked Brie dead in her soul, and I said, Bianca is not winning this. I promise you, there is not a shot in the world that Bianca wins this match. She was like, okay. I said, Brie, she's not winning this match. I sat there in silence when Bianca ended up winning. I sat there in complete and utter silence. I felt like a buffoon when Bianca won. I felt like an idiot. I literally looked Brie dead in her soul and I said, Bianca is not winning this. See right there. Right there. I was stunned. Brandon and I couldn't stop talking about that. We looked at each other, kept shaking each other, kept going, we just saw a cash-in live. That was such a cool experience, man. Something that I'll never forget. Watching just a cash-in, I wouldn't even cared if it was like the most Joe Schmo cash-in. Some would argue it was, but to us, that was incredible to be a part of. That moment was awesome. The pop was awesome. The crowd reaction was fantastic. I loved every moment of it. So shout out to you, Sky. Mwah, chef's kiss.
I think we let the comment section decide. Okay. Comments. How should we break this tie?
So we had a tie in our predictions, and we still haven't figured it out yet. So hey, comments on this video, would you please like to hit us up, baby? So when it comes to SummerSlam, not a lot of stuff I can really share because Brandon literally knocked it out of the park with all the stories I could ever think of, and everything is described in the vlog, so that's pretty much that. I will, however, tell you about afterwards. We decided to go to a little casino and just walk around and have a blast. I think we waited about 9 years for food, so that was pretty interesting. But anyways, here's a couple of photos just to show you the grand time we had as a group. It was fun to be with the Vibe Boys. It was fun to be with Noelle. It was amazing to be with my girl. It was amazing to be with Brandon as always. And hell, we got to see our boy X3! And Jaron was also there with us, so that was an amazing time to be with those guys. So shout out to you, X. Shout out to you, Jaron. I cannot wait till we go to another pay-per-view together. If you guys like that story time with Brent, please tell me down below in the comments if you guys would like another one. please make sure to smash the like button with your forehead. And hey, you guys have a great day. Acknowledge your tribal chief. And oh yeah, don't forget to eat ass.